This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Justin wants to know, Arn is one of my all-time favorites. Does Arn have any memories of working here in Knoxville back in the day? I remember watching Jimmy Golden here in the Knoxville area when I was a kid. Of course, Jimmy would go on to become Bunkhouse Buck. Any good Bunkhouse Buck stories you can share with us over the years?
Yeah, it's funny. We just with the passing not too long ago with Bob Armstrong, who was one of my heroes. He was like a father figure to me. He was the first guy to give me a break in the business and help me get booked and stuff. And, prior to me actually going down and working the territory, I've told the story where I worked for Bob coming off Atlanta TV for 3 weeks. And then he got me booked for Bill Watts. And one of those television matches was with Jimmy Golden, and who is Bunkhouse Bunk. And I didn't even know what I was hearing at the time, but when you first learn, and I was powerlifting back then, and I was a little tight, and I was really green as goose shit. I didn't know anything, but I was wrestling Jimmy Golden on television, and Jimmy had done an angle where he had his arm broke a few weeks earlier, and he had a cast on that arm. So I guess during the course of our TV match, I was hitting Jimmy, I guess, a little snug with a flipper across the back or across the chest or something that I wasn't trying to be an asshole. I just didn't know any better. And I guess I got a little snug with him, and brother, he come off the ropes and clotheslined me with that cast, and I was seeing stars. Dust flew off of that cast. I mean, it was like he brought it, and we got backstage, and I was kind of over in the corner by myself, and I heard him talking, and Jimmy was talking to Bob, and he says, well, he was getting a little snug out there with him, so I had to wake him up. And Bob looked right at him and said, he don't care. And that was a compliment. I didn't know it at the time, but That was Bob complimenting me.
Yep.
And it was kind of his way of sticking up for me.
Yep.
And I remembered that, when I could start to figure the business out a little bit, I figured out Jimmy did the right thing. Bob did a really nice thing, and I made a mistake that I tried to not make anymore. I tried to get better and just look like I was knocking your head off instead of actually knocking your head off. So it was such a rich experience for me at that time, and learning from it, I was very appreciative. And, Bunkhouse Bunk turned out to be just a fantastic character and a fantastic worker. Jimmy Golden anybody's worked with him, he was excellent, and he was skilled in the old school coming through Knoxville, and, them owning territories, the Fullers, and in the Knoxville area, and the rich history that it has to this day as far as wrestling fans. So Knoxville's always been one of those towns you went to, you knew if you had 3,000 people or 10,000 or 500, they were hardcore wrestling fans that loved it and gave you back everything that you gave them.
I'm really glad we got to tell that story. That was a great one. Cody has a question for you that I'm sure is going to get you quarter hot. He says, Arn, you're known more for your Spinebuster, but the DDT was your finish. Why did you not just stick with the Spinebuster as your finish?
Because I could get to a DDT from anywhere.
Right.
It made it easy to attempt it and get it countered and get it blocked and build the drama into the match that I was really desperately attempting to hit a DDT on a guy. And I literally could come from the depths of death and hit it on a guy. And it just worked. It really did.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.